Hello, my name is Sanna and welcome back to another video about the inventory system for Unity with the new UI system. And today I'm gonna show you how to create a, let's say, character gearing system that you just, let's start it. I'm gonna show you first. Press I and let's say you wanna take the chest on it. It's only you can only gear that on one slot. The other slots are from for heads in example, so you cannot place this on this head slot, only on this. And like you can swap this, and yeah, that's getting changed. And I fixed a small bug where the position of the old one wasn't correctly, now it's correctly, so that the position of the item box is every time when you got an item, that's every time on the first slot, or not in the middle of that, or something like that. And something which some people ask, when you started it on maximize, the canvas went bigger when you did another resolution, and today we're gonna fix this as well. And yeah, let's start with it. Let me firstly delete everything that we have to start from scratch. This and the script as well. We're gonna create two new scripts. Wait, no. The first thing we're gonna start is that we're gonna create the right resolution of the canvas, or of the panels. And yeah, scripts, now paste this in, so that's nice. Let's do the project setting and the script execution order, and add inventory, item database, inventory slot script. This should be enough. I'm gonna start now. Wait, it's still. Firstly, I'm gonna show you what I meant with the error. When I drop the second one, now you see this position of this item in the box is wrong. This should be on this position. We're gonna fix that soon. Another thing, when you click on this inventory this here, you have to change. We had this before on stretch, and when we start this on maximize, on play, or something like that, when you stretch or scale the resolution, you see that this panel is getting bigger. You have to change this for the inventory, for the Dropbox, and I guess no, tooltip was right. I guess you have to stretch that and say that is center and middle, and then it's getting scaled like, yeah, how you created that. So that's exactly the sides which you created. So when we start this now, we do not have the problem, and everything is right now, so that you have exactly the sides which we wanted. And yeah, let's start with this item box now. This is only a small thing which we have to update. Actually, yeah, Dropbox. Every time when we check if there's the item still in range, we have to check. So when we delete something which is not in range anymore, we have to check also if the item. So we have to update the position of the item in the item box. So we have to check if the second one is on the right position, so that when it's not, we have to create a new position of the item, so, or of the game object. And that's working pretty. It's pretty easy to do. Just create a new function which is called, let's say, update item box position, and we only have to go through the list of our game objects. This is list item box dot count, so that we go through the whole list, and then we have to create our new vector 3, and so that we get a new position, and then we create our position. So we create every time when we delete one object from our list, we're gonna create the whole position for every list in our, or for every item in our box. So now the first thing was 0, then minus 50, 50, plus the start of 110 and 0. Save this, and this item box dot. Now we have to take the components, so the rect transform, that we can add, that we can update this local position of this. Local position, and what's the problem here? This should be yeah, I know, easy, smaller than list item box dot count, and we have to call this every time when we delete one. So update item box position, and that should be it. And now when we start this, and no, I don't want to have this unmaximized. And now when I press I and drop the first one, so, and when I drag the other one, the other one is getting kicked out of the range, and the other thing is getting replaced for it and is on the right position. That's it, and it's pretty easy every time when you go. So it's every time on the right thing now. So I guess this is looking better. Yeah. The next thing what we want to do is we want to create a character panel. So go in and let's say UI panel and create a size which is good for you. I'm gonna do this like this, and call this character system. I'm gonna call this character system. It's not really a system because it's not really, it's not really a system. So then we need six. I'm gonna say 6 slots and call them. Alright, I'm gonna have to check. Yeah. Create an image. Let's say 50 by 50 is a good size, I guess. Yeah, it's nice. And select the sprite, a better one like this, and simple, and drag this up here. And then we need another image because we have to add a sprite when we got one, or add the item icon when we got one in. So that it should be less like 35 by 35, and just deactivate the image script on it. And now call this is the head item, and this should be the icon of it. So now we need 6 items. We're gonna copy paste this. So as Control D is the easiest way, I guess. So let's create 2 firstly. The next one should be chest, and then the next one should be shoes in my example. Shoes, and drag and drop this a bit lower. And now we got shoes around here. And now take this and again Control D and just drag and drop it on the right side and call them to another name, so that we got this on the top right thing should be trousers, and the necklace. Oh wait, why does it not work there? Okay, trousers, necklace, and hands. So okay, perfect. Now we got our slots, and we need a character system character script or character system script. So we're gonna create a one and say character script, and we need for our slots a slot script or a character slot. I called it character slot, so that we got for our slot a script, character slot, and let's open them. Oh, I'm sorry, that's what I didn't want to have. So, okay, now we got our scripts here, and I guess I can close the other one. Okay. So, let's start with the slot script. Oh no, let's start with the character script. So, we important is it to know, or the slot has to know which index it has, so that the slot knows what the character, what the slot has, what item has to be in, or which item only can be filled in. So like I'm the index 0, in this index 0 I only want to have head, and in the index 1 I only want to have a chest, like that. So we have to do this for every slot here, so that we can say from this character system every child get an index. So we need in our character slot, so we need a public variable which we can access or set. So int index, and when we start with the character script, we just instantly give them a number. So for int I is equal 0, I is smaller than 6, because we know how much slots we have. And then we say transform dot get child, and now I, for every child, get component, and now we need the character slot script, and dot index is equal to the I. So now we give every children the index, and we have to attach the script to the slots, otherwise it won't work. Character slots, just paste that in, and every slot has will have an index. So let's start this, and that you see that the neglect gets that every slot gets another. Wait, did I forget to save? That should work firstly. Yeah, okay, let's go further. We do not need the update function, it's delete. Okay, so now we go in our character slot. That's it from the character script. You do not need more, so it's pretty easy. So now we need to go in our character slot, and this is pretty easy as well, but a bit more complicated, but it's pretty easy. So we need the variable item, because we have to store the item in it, and then we need the inventory script as well, so inventory. And when we start with the script, we want to have the component of the inventory. Inventory is equals to game object, game object, find game object with tag in this inventory dot get component inventory, and yeah, okay, yeah, okay. When we got, so every time we have to update this slot every time, so we have to check if the item which is in our slot here, when it's not empty, we want to show the icon of it. So we say I did this on this I did this like this. I added to my item, I don't know if I did this before, in your scripts, none. So none is there's no item in, because on the other way it didn't work, but I don't know why. So let's go back to our character slot, and let's say if item.item type is equals to none, then there's no item in. So if not equals to item type dot none, When it's not none, then we want to set this sprite. So firstly, we have to activate it again. So it's only a child, get component, the image of it. Oops, I forgot to add the libraries. Using system dot, oh no, event engine, Unity engine dot UI, and we need the using dot Unity engine dot event systems. Yeah, that's exactly. We want image, and then we want to enable this as true, and then we have to say transform get child, and now we have to set the sprite which we got here. Get component again, image dot sprite is equal the item dot item icon. Oops, item icon. And that's it. When we got an item in it, we can yeah, that's the important thing. But when we gonna drag the item out of it, we have to check if there's no item anymore in. So we have to deactivate again the transform. Otherwise, every time when we got this item out of it, we let this item, the sprite equals to the sprite icon, or the sprite icon will the sprite icon will be white after that, because there will be no item in it, and then we're gonna have no item in it, and there's no name for it. So we have to say there's a else. This has to deactivate the component. Transform dot get child is equal to 0. Wait, we can copy paste this and set this to false. I guess this is the easier way, and that should be it. Okay. Now let's handle the iPointer handler. So we have to add the interface iPointer handler. When we click on it, or when we are dragging an item, so that's why we added here this inventory script. When we drag an item and we click, also when we start this and press I and we're dragging and we click on it, we want to check if this item which we are dragging is the right item which can fill this character slot. So we have to do a if statement. But now, firstly, oh, I see I got another fault by the script. You see that the tooltip is on the right side. You're gonna go in this tooltip script and where do we get this? I guess this is from the inventory script. Wait, go in the inventory script and take this away when you middled the inventory. So I middled this inventory exactly in this canvas. So my tooltip has to be on another position. So I have to take this plus 360 away. So I'm gonna do this again and wait. Did I do something wrong now? No, it shouldn't. Yeah. Okay, there's exact at the moment no. Okay. And when you start this now, when you hover now, it's on the right position. Okay, there's another position you see fault. You see that this icon is behind this character system. So we have to set this character system in front of this tooltip. Otherwise, no, in front of the dragged item. So we have to put this higher in the hierarchy, and now when you see and when we drag, you see this icon is in front of it. So now we have to check if this slot only has to contain like chest. So that's pretty easy. We know which index our character slot has, so we say I forgot, we have to add again iPointer handler, which we got now. So and now we have to create our function which we always use, pointer down event data. Yeah, that's right. And now we have firstly to ask if the inventory is dragging something. otherwise we don't want to recognize any clicks on it. So oops, dragging item. And now we have to check everything. So when our index is 0, we want to when our index is 0 in this one here, this there only should contains head items here, chest. So this is but the index 1. Index 2 has to be shoes, I guess shoes. Then here I don't know, I guess hands, but I'm not sure now. But we have to ask then if index is equal 0 of this slot and the inventory, oops, I hate this, inventory dot the dragged item, which we're dragging at the moment. Wow, autofilling is buggy at the moment. The dragged item dot the item type of it is equals to the item type which we want to have in it, then we can place it in. Otherwise we do not. So in this one, index 0 is for the head. Then we say the the item which we got in our script, on the top of the script, item is equals the inventory of the dragged item. Then we have to disable the dragged item like every time. Oh, man, the dragged item. Now I have to click every time on it. It's buggy. And inventory dot the inventory dot show dragged item has to be false. Wait. No, I'm sorry. Wait. Inventory dot not show. I did some other steps in my script as well, so I only want to show step by step. So we're gonna have some bugs as well now. So we want to close the dragged items, and yeah, that's only for the head. Now we have to do this for the other slots as well. We can copy paste this here in this example 6 times because we got 6 slots. Now we got 3. I want to have a space in it. 5, 6, so perfectly. Now this is index 1, but this has to be another item type 4, 5, because we start from 0. So now this should be chest. This should be shoes. Chest, shoes, trousers, necklace, hand. Right. Trousers. Trousers. Necklace. And hands. So now we got this, and now we can check if this is working. And now we drag this in. Nothing is happening. I have to double check, wait. Actually, why? Do we get an index on everything? No, we do not. Yeah, I forgot to attach this the script, the character system script to our parent. So don't forget to attach this character script to the character system. Otherwise it won't work, because everything got the index 0. Now we got for chest 1, and for shoes this should be 2. So now we click on it. You see, it's working now. But we cannot take this item out of it now, or we can set this in, but we're gonna delete the old item, and that's not what we want. So we go back, and we have to ask every time when we click on it, like this here, if there's already an item in. If there's no item in, we can only take this in, but when there's an item in, we have to create a new dragged item from the inventory and replace this. So we have to ask, let's delete this firstly. We have to ask if the item which we get or which we have if this is not empty, so if there's not none, then we have to save the item which we got in this item from the script here, which is at the let's call this not item, let's say temp, which we have in our items in our slot at the moment. We have to save this firstly in another thing, and then we say that the item which we want to change this item now. Inventory dot the dragged item is now that what we want to have in the slot, and then we have to say that this the dragged item which we got, the item which we want to change, so which was before in the slot, want to have this as the dragged item. So the dragged item is equals the temp, which we saved before here. And then we have to show inventory.show dragged item, and then we have to say the item which we want, and then we have to say the index. But we got, when you did not forget, we used inventory. So we used for swapping items the script of the index of it here, and now we got that is not an inventory slot, so we have to change this to -1. When we do this now, we're gonna get a bug. Oh yeah, it's a bug. And now we can change this, and there's no icon. I guess I know why. Let's go further firstly. Yeah, I know, because I have to copy this on the other if statements. And when this, let's do this firstly and complete this. I'm gonna show you the bug later. Now when there's no item in, we only can fill it in like item is equal to inventory which we got before. So inventory dot the dragged item, and say inventory. Oops. We do not need the dragged item, so we can close the dragged item and save this. And now we can copy paste this completely in the other if statements and save this, and then you can test it, and you will see there is one problem. Save this as well, save, okay. You can take it in and take this in and take this back, so that's working fine, and you can change it every time when you want. But when you we still cannot drag it out, so that's a problem as well. Then we have to then I have to change show the bug later, one step later. This is pretty easy as well, like we did in the inventory slot script. We have to take the function iPointer on drag, I guess was it, from the interface. iPointer, no, that wasn't. What was it? iPointer, iDragHandler, right? iDragHandler, and we have to add another function which has to be called public void on drag. Oops. And pointer event data is variable, and we have to ask if the item, so we have to check if there's item in it, otherwise we do not want to drag. Item.item type is equals the item is not equals the item item type of none, and it's not none. Then we want to drag, so that we show inventory dot the dragged item is equal to the item which we got in our slot, and inventory we have to show now the dragged item, show dragged item of the item -1, and then we have to say item is equals new item, because we do not have new item. We want to delete the item, otherwise we duplicate our items. So now save this, and now I can show you the bug which we get. So I'm gonna place this in, and now I'm gonna replace this. Now it's working. When I take it out, it's working as well. And we could swap this, but actually it doesn't work because this is not a correct inventory slot. So that's why I said -1. So let's do this, and you see we get argument is out of range. That's pretty easy because we try to access index of a list which doesn't exist. So we have to add a try catch, so that we say when we get this arrow, we do not do anything that isn't possible. We only want to have this way, that we say, yeah, we can swap this, and this is, on my opinion, enough. And I actually do not want to swap this. So let's say we need to go in our slot script for this. So, and this is pretty easy. When we click on this, wait, where was it? Yeah, we have to go on our on pointer down again, and this is when it's a consumable. So that's that's a drinking statement. This is when there's no item in. That is still possible, but when there's an item in it, we have to check or catch the exception. So we have to say try and take this there, and then we have to catch it and only write this. And now it's exactly that what we want. We cannot. And now when I drag it out and want to change this, it's not possible. So oops. You see, it is not possible. And yeah, and there's no error happening, so everything is running right now. I guess I found a bug, because when I drag now the other item, it's getting replaced. I didn't plan this. I didn't knew that before, so we can go and check this together. I guess it's pretty easy, because it has to be on the sort script and on the drag function. We have to check if we are not dragging. So we have to say if inventory. So we do not want to drag another time. So let's check. If it's null, item is null. It's not null. Here we drag only full inventory slots, and then we have to check, I guess. No, we have to check here, I guess. Inventory dragging item. So when it's false, we want to drag. Otherwise, we do not want. That should be it, I guess. No. You see, it's not possible now. I'm clicking and trying to drag, but it's not possible. So now it's pretty easy to fix. And yeah, and now it's working perfectly how we want. We cannot replace this here. We only can set it in this slot, and that's it. I hope you liked my tutorial today, and if you liked it, please subscribe. And yeah, if you need some tips, or if you got some errors, please post this below this video. I heard some people which tried to post or said only I got an error, but I need something like exception, which we got before here, and something like when you got an error, just double click please on the exception and post me which code or where the error occurs. And yeah, If you got some questions, just ask me or write me a message privately or something like that. Yeah, if there's a designer which is interested in creating something like a design for this inventory system, I really would like to create a tutorial on how to create this design, and would like to publish this design for everyone, so that everyone can use it. And if there's a designer in here, just and is interested in creating a design for the inventory system, please contact me or something like that. Yeah. Anyways, I don't know what the next tutorial could be. It could be like a crafting system in Minecraft or something like that. Yeah. See you later. Bye bye.